Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin with a truth so potent it could change your life tonight. You are the master key to your wealth. Not your job, not your background, not even your education. You. Now I ask you, what if I told you that the only thing standing between you and extraordinary wealth is the way you think, that the fortune you seek is already within your grasp if only you dare to claim it? You see, riches do not respond to wishful thinking. They respond to definite plans, burning desire, and most importantly, a mind trained to attract wealth like steel draws the magnet. The first step toward attracting wealth is gaining absolute clarity about what you want. Most people move through life with vague desires: more money, better opportunities, a nicer home. But they rarely define what those things actually mean. The mind responds to precision, not ambiguity. When you identify a definite goal with exact details, how much money you want, by when, and for what purpose, you create a clear target that your subconscious mind can begin to work toward. It is this definiteness of purpose that separates the dreamers from the achievers. Imagine walking into a bank and asking for some money. The teller would look at you blankly and ask, "How much?" Similarly, the universe, life, opportunity, fate, whatever you choose to call it, responds only when you specify what you're asking for. This clarity acts as a mental magnet, pulling opportunities, people, and ideas toward you that align with your goal. More than just naming your desire, you must burn it into your mind through constant repetition. Write it down, say it aloud every morning, visualize it as if it were already true. This process trains your brain to filter the world around you in a new way, spotting doors where before you saw only walls. When you know what you want and why you want it, indecision vanishes. You begin to make choices aligned with your vision. You move with purpose, confidence, and direction. Even in moments of uncertainty, your definite aim serves as a compass, guiding your steps. Without a clear purpose, even the most intelligent, hard-working person drifts. With it, even the seemingly average individual becomes unstoppable. Every great fortune began as a definite idea, held with unwavering focus. Wealth does not come to the passive. It comes to those who know exactly what they are after. The thoughts you think and the words you repeat to yourself each day shape the foundation of your reality. Wealth begins not with money in your hand, but with belief in your mind. If your inner dialogue is filled with fear, doubt, or scarcity, you unconsciously push opportunity away. But when your thoughts are rich, when they are filled with confidence, abundance, and purpose, you begin to draw wealth to you like a magnet. This is not magic, it's mental conditioning. Your subconscious mind accepts whatever you consistently tell it, whether true or false, and works day and night to turn those beliefs into facts. This is where the power of autosuggestion becomes a transformative force. By deliberately repeating positive, wealth-focused affirmations, you override years of mental programming rooted in lack. Phrases like "I am a magnet for abundance," or "wealth flows to me through multiple sources," may sound simple, but when spoken with emotion and belief, they begin to shift your identity. And when your identity changes, your results follow. It's important to understand that your subconscious does not question your affirmations. It accepts what you feed it. This is why emotional intensity matters. Repeating a phrase robotically has little effect. But when you say it with conviction, as if it were already true, you begin to believe it. And belief is the foundation of all action. Eventually, your internal language influences your external behavior. You begin to notice new opportunities. You start making decisions aligned with wealth. You carry yourself differently, take calculated risks, and attract people who resonate with your new mindset. In short, your thoughts transform your circumstances. The wealth you seek must first exist in your mind, spoken into reality, before it can show up in your bank account. Change your thoughts and you will change your life. Faith is the invisible force that turns dreams into reality. Without it, even the best strategies will collapse under the weight of fear and hesitation. Faith is not simply hope or optimism. It is a deep, unwavering belief that what you desire is not only possible, but already on its way to you. It allows you to move forward with confidence, even when the path ahead is uncertain. When you possess true faith in your ability to succeed, you act differently, you speak with authority, you make decisions without hesitation, and you persevere where others would quit. This kind of faith does not appear by accident. It must be built deliberately. One of the most effective ways to cultivate it is through repetition of positive belief statements spoken with conviction. When you repeatedly affirm your goals and your ability to achieve them, you begin to overwrite the doubts and limitations that may have been programmed into your mind since childhood. Over time, this new belief system takes root, and you start to behave as if your success is inevitable. And that belief becomes self-fulfilling. Faith also fuels resilience. When challenges arise, and they always do, faith keeps you steady. While others may retreat or collapse under pressure, a person with faith continues to move forward, knowing that temporary defeat is not permanent failure. In fact, adversity often strengthens faith because each victory, no matter how small, confirms what you already believe, that you are meant for more. The most successful people are not always the smartest or the most skilled. They are the ones who refuse to doubt. They see the result in their mind before they see it in reality, and they act with full conviction until the outside world catches up. Faith makes the invisible visible, and the impossible inevitable. In the pursuit of wealth, it is not general knowledge that builds empires. It is specialized knowledge. Many people mistakenly believe that formal education guarantees success, but the truth is that schools often teach facts, not fortune. Wealth is created by solving specific problems with unique skills, insights, or expertise that others find valuable. It's not about how much you know, but how well you can apply what you know to produce results in the real world. Specialized knowledge is what sets you apart in a competitive landscape. It gives you an edge, something others can't easily replicate. Whether it's mastering a trade, understanding the nuances of a market, or developing a powerful communication style, having a focused area of expertise transforms you from a commodity into a valuable asset. People will always pay more for depth than for breadth. This kind of knowledge can come from many sources: books, mentors, experience, or even failure. What matters is that you continuously seek it. The most financially successful individuals are lifelong learners, always refining their skills and adapting to new information. They don't wait for permission or credentials. They pursue what they need to know with intensity and purpose. Once acquired, specialized knowledge must be put into action. Learning without application leads to stagnation. You must ask, how can I use this to solve a problem? Who needs this skill right now? When you use your knowledge to serve others, wealth follows naturally, because people are always willing to exchange money for real solutions. Ultimately, specialized knowledge empowers you to create your own opportunities rather than depend on others to provide them. It is the foundation of independence, influence, and income. If you want to attract money, become so good at something that the world can't afford to ignore you. Persistence is the bridge between desire and success. Many people begin their journey toward wealth with enthusiasm, but few have the endurance to see it through. The road is often longer, harder, and more uncertain than expected. Obstacles will arise, doors will close. People will doubt you. In these moments, talent and intelligence alone are not enough. What separates the wealthy from the wishful is their refusal to give up. Every successful person you admire has faced failure. They have encountered rejection, lost money, made mistakes, and been told no more times than they can count. What kept them moving forward was an inner decision that quitting was simply not an option. Persistence is not about blindly repeating the same actions. It's about adapting, learning, and trying again with greater wisdom. It's the quiet strength that whispers, "Keep going," when everything around you suggests otherwise. When you persist, you build momentum. Each step forward, no matter how small, compounds over time. The discipline of consistent effort sharpens your skills, builds your confidence, and reveals solutions that were once hidden. Opportunities begin to appear not because they didn't exist before, but because now you've earned the vision to see them. The truth is, most people stop 3 feet from gold. They give up just before the breakthrough, mistaking temporary defeat for permanent failure. But those who persist press on. They understand that wealth rewards the brave, the disciplined, and the determined. The universe tests your seriousness by the intensity of your effort. Are you willing to keep showing up even when results are slow? Will you remain faithful to your vision even when nothing seems to be working? If you can persist, you will succeed, not because the journey is easy, but because you have become the kind of person who finishes what they start. One of the most overlooked yet powerful forces behind wealth creation is the influence of the people you surround yourself with. Your environment shapes your mindset, your expectations, and your actions. If you consistently associate with those who think small, complain often, or settle for mediocrity, their mindset will begin to rub off on you, quietly, gradually, but inevitably. However, when you align yourself with ambitious, forward, thinking individuals who are actively pursuing success, your own standards begin to rise. You start to think bigger, aim higher, and take bolder steps. This concept is often referred to as the power of the mastermind. It's the idea that when two or more minds come together in harmony, they create a third, invisible force, a collective intelligence greater than the sum of its parts. In such a group, ideas multiply, energy increases, and problems are solved faster. The right alliance can catapult your growth by offering support, accountability, new perspectives, and access to opportunities you could never reach alone. Wealth is rarely built in isolation. Behind every great achievement, there's usually a network of strategic relationships, mentors, partners, advisors, and peers. These individuals challenge you, encourage you, and help you stay focused when your motivation wanes. They bring clarity where you feel confused, and they push you beyond the limits you've unknowingly placed on yourself. If you want to attract money, start by upgrading your circle. Seek out individuals who inspire you, who are further along the path you wish to walk. Be intentional about building relationships that elevate your thinking and expand your potential. Just as you wouldn't plant seeds in poor soil and expect a harvest, you can't grow wealth in a negative or stagnant environment. Surround yourself with the right minds, and together you will multiply your success.